Welcome back to Foundry Early Access. My name is Nilaus, and thank you very much for following this series and encouraging me to continue. I really enjoy playing this, and I enjoy sort of building a nice cool base for you and explaining as we go along. So thank you also to know that some people are trying to play along, so I'll try to sort of explain what I do off camera a little bit. So I just put in some more solar panels down here. So we're basically just running purely on solar power. We don't have any more upgrades to do on the space station. That was just completed last time. Well, I mean, you can always just add more, but it doesn't really make sense. Let's do this. And I can keep doing these upgrades, but it doesn't really do anything. So this is one of those, it's just done for this this level of the early access, so we'll just wait for another early access update. What we built last time was this electronic circuits, and it's kind of the idea of what we're going to do today is that we're going to build stuff outside the base and bring it back. In order to bring stuff back to the base, we're going to be getting the cargo ships there. Cargo ships, we're going to be taking that, and that will be our method. So that means we can now build stuff outside somewhere and then bring it back with cargo ships once we figure out how they work. I've also upgraded every single assembler to yellow because, well, that just looks nice, doesn't it? If we look at our over here, we have our Thermalite. We disabled the drone selling because we have enough over here. No, we do not have enough over here. So I guess we enable our drone export again so we can sell some more. I wish there was kind of a way to balance these kind of things, like the circuits, that kind of thing, conditions, that kind of thing. Also, like getting a warning when this one is empty or almost empty, that would be nice. But you know, that's probably something that comes later on. So we're going to be shipping this off. So we're going to be making more huge profit. Sorry about that. The reason why I disabled it was because I didn't really need it, and I'd rather want the science to progress. Now let's look down here. I built this, or I sort of texturalized it a little bit. I don't know what to say. This is kind of how I'm going to do with regards to build more machines. When we have new machines that we can do, we for example have a new crusher that I'd like to use because we're going to be making some crushing. We're going to be having an advanced smelter, and we're going to having the casting machines. We have the casting machines for a long time, but I haven't automated them. So since they use the same kind of materials, I thought that might be a good idea. So we're going to be doing some stuff here and just trying to get things inbound. There we go. And that should be getting all of that inbound. That's an inbound, and then this will be an outbound, and then we'll be equipping it here. And then I need the two inputs from this one, inbound and inbound here. And this one should also be inbound, and this one should also be inbound. I think they just need all of this, right? Is that true? The advanced smelter, yes, circuits and that. You are not going to need this one. So we'll remove that one. I was kind of considering also making arc furnaces, but then it gets too far out, and this one is a very, very neat line, and I don't really like breaking the symmetry. I know, that's just how it is. They all need steel, and they all need the electronic circuits, I think. There we go. Cargo ships.
Your blueprint library is soaring beyond expectations. This is precisely the breakthrough technology we need to ship vast quantities of goods to faraway locations. I'm impressed. Our capacity for innovation is really taking flight.
Good stuff. So that is going to be the tech that we need. Good, now we have it. And we now have these in here as well. I just wanted to show you so you can actually build along. And I don't feel this is the best way to do it, but I also on the other hand feel that I can't come up with anything better way to do this. So we're getting some of this. How many do we think we need? 30. No, 20, because they will also have someone on the belt as well. This one as well. Just get 20 of these smelters. They're probably going to be faster. And also 10. Probably not need a lot of casting machines. Cool. So we have that. Now, we're just going to wait for us to pick up a little bit of this, and then we're going to head out to this location out here where we're going to be making some steel smelting, because we unlocked, or we tested the setup last time of the elevator, and now we need to start using it. We've just been hit by a case of factory games, and what you see here is this lines. This is our main line of xenoferrite coming into the base. It's coming up from our remote location, and it's glorious, it's full, it's saturated, and oh wait a minute, it's completely dead. So not even just a little bit dead, very, very dead. So again, I would really love to have some warnings so we can see if things are running out. Now, that means we desperately need to get some xenoferrite in. Luckily, there is a tiny bit down here, down there, at level 68, very far down. Let's try to get over, sort of, yeah, okay, so this is kind of here. So what I need to do is I need to start making a, or not start making, I need to make a new elevator. And let's just make it like this. Yeah. Let's make it like this. And then I will just go down. That means we just don't have any resource available at all except for what we have right now. So whatever we have is what we're gonna get. That means there and here. And then I'm also gonna make the new, what is it, the freight elevator, because we need to get stuff up. These are freight elevators Mark II. They have a top and a bottom one. So we take the top one here. And let me just make it there and there. Each of those can now, because they're marked, shut up, they're really noisy. They're Mark II, so they can actually transport 640 each. So that's 2 belts each, 2 yellow belts each. That means that this part here will be exactly what we need in order to build into. And do I want to build it just into a box here? And then let's get into a box. Big box here. Right, and I need to also make sure that this underneath here, that one. There, so there's not allowed to be anything below, any foundations below or anything else below here. So that is the first thing. We need to now get some power lines in here, and that gets from here. Let's see, let's just make it next to it, and then just drag it over to something on that side. So I've now hooked it up, and I've also moved it a little bit because it turned out that I couldn't drill down here. It was too close to the other location. So this one is going to be base level. You can't drill into undrillable terrain, such as directly into an ore vein. So we'll have to do this one, Xeno, and confirm. And then it starts working its way down. Good. And then what I need to do now is actually, I'd love to have built like get it up here and then build a proper steel smelting or iron smelting, but I can't afford to do that right now. So it'll have to come up here, get into a box, and just feed into those lines. Let's hitch a ride down to our new Xeno level and start exploding our way. We have some explosives. We do have enough mining, drone miners, and all that stuff. So let's get down here. Where are we? Does it say what level we're at? No, it doesn't say. It just says what where we at. I really love this. I think one of the coolest things is incorporating the verticality like this. And maybe in a future game, I would. Oops. Not safe. I would probably want to build a design that is involving just exclusively an underground base where you basically elevate up in different locations and each thing is on different. No, that wouldn't work because then you can't use the drones and stuff. That sucks. It's a bad idea. Okay, let's see where it is. Okay, it's a little bit further out, but hey, you can still hover down here and we can still build something like that. There. I have to be a little bit careful about resources and oops. Like, don't blow up my resource. Oh, there we go. We can now see it. Perfect. Yeah, so let's free this one and surround it with miners and get everything going here. So we built a little bit of mining down here, and it obviously doesn't work because there's no power. And we also have some interesting things here. We would have liked to have the power on the other side, but that's not something we can use. I can get it here, and I can get it over here, and then I can build a transformer that I have, of course, pre-built. And I built a big transformer because they look big and awesome, but they're not really needed. So this transformer will just transform 25 megawatt, which means now everything here is lighting up. Yeah, it's working. It doesn't have any lights though, so not so much lighting up. This part here is the elevator. They actually illustrate the elevator shafts, which I think is a pretty cool feature. And then we can go in here, and then we do the bottom part, and then it connects, and it connects. And then we just need to get stuff inbound here. And that will be, let's see, can I do, is that outbound like that? And that, and then I'll get you in here, and that looks somewhat okay. And then the other two will be directly in and directly in. Sweet. Out, out. And then we just grab things inbound here. In, and in. Is there any point to making it look nicer? Not really, because we are going to be getting... And they are not working. Why are they not working? Oh, right. So there was someone who said in my Twitch chat, like, oh, no, don't worry about it. They will just make themselves. They will dig themselves out. They won't dig themselves out. Someone needs to blow the whole thing up here. So we're going to be blowing this one up all the way up. Luckily, this is an absolutely atrocious thing if you don't have the jetpack. So this is probably why they made this tech to be after jetpack. All right, well, let's dig our way up. Oh. There we go. It actually just needed a little bit of work. There we go. So it does dig its way up somehow. Yeah, and they are now no intake power. Grid status. Huh. Here's a pro tip for you. If you destroy your power poles, then power will not transmit correctly. There we go. You learned it here first. And funnily enough, things start working. I love these elevators. They're so cool. It's such a cool way that they're done. And because everything, this is where the big scale of 3D, first person 3D is really coming in nicely. I love this. This looks so nice. And it's working. We got 640 xenoferrite coming back into our base, which is absolutely what we need. This is not even what I wanted to do. This is just a little distraction, but it does show us the illustrate to us how we build these xenoferrite. But so since we built this one now, then we can just skip the build for the next one, which we'll be building out here. Let's really. No, it must be. Am I just riding up faster than the elevator? All right. Oh, there we go. A little bit. Yes. Whew, we're just riding a little bit faster than that elevator. Nice. But it's coming in, and it looks just absolutely glorious. We will now be able to kickstart everything. So what I really wanted to do was actually go down here and set up the xenoferrite ore mining at that location, and then make some cool steel smelting into a cargo ship. So let's set up the smelting down here. Everything starts simple with just, hey, let's just make a little bit of steel. Only I forgot to sort of count in the fact that steel also, I want to make the advanced steel that we just researched, but that requires some ignium. Oh, right. So ignium, you say. Where do we find some ignium on the map? Well, the best one is here, so that's not a problem. It's kind of close-ish, so I worked my way over here. And then now I'm just realizing it's below ground, but it's not that far below ground. Like, if I build an elevator here, will I mine it out? Is it right below the water? Is it not? I don't know. This is level 122, and the other one starts at level 160. And what the hell happens if I breach it with water? I don't know. So that's going to be interesting. So that's why I wanted to sort of, instead of just building it and then seeing, but that means I need to be careful with explosives, which is really one of my strong suits, as you can probably already tell. So I'm going to be building something like this, and I need to make two elevators, one for me to get down, and then one for the other stuff to get up here. So I need to go a little bit further in. It's gonna be a mess, but the good news is that I'm also getting some oilium nearby. So let's see, something like this, and then let's make a new elevator, which we also have built a lot of these extra elevators. Where are you? And I would imagine that I need to build it a little bit further down than what I'd actually prefer to do. There. And that thing, and then I'll fill this up again. I don't have power out here, which I also need, so let's do base level. And we just need, don't need as much, but we do need something. And then now it's 116, but I think that's too low. Then this will be Ignanium. So I'm gonna go a little bit lower. 110 maybe? Let's do that. So now it's constructing its way down, and then at level 110 I will try to... Will I drill it out? Maybe I will. I guess I'll do it carefully, which is not my strong suit. Oops. This is not really what I intended. Oops. I wonder if I can... I'm probably not get it out, but can I block this off? Can I patch the hole with a bit of concrete? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how the liquid works in this game. I don't think anyone knows, including the developers. So, I mean, that's not fair. I assume that they know. Now, this looks like I have plugged the hole. So, I mean, I don't think anyone was surprised that I ended up exploding everything. So now the question is, what happens to all the water that's already in my subterranean base? And the next thing is, does it work below ground? Going to base level. We'll just go down and see how it looks. There. Aha! I made it. Now I'm gonna take it out and see if it comes back. And it comes back. Okay. So that is now safe. Okay. Nothing bad happened. I can still work right here. So I just need to be a little bit careful because I don't have a lot of left. Okay, so that's how it works, I guess. I don't know if it sort of fills up entirely what happens. Alright, let's go back and get some more stuff and then just mine it from down here. And then I think it'll be possible to get 300 and how much do I want? I want 360? No, 640 outbound. That's still a lot. Wait, let's get some more stuff and try to set this up safely. So maybe this is set up now. All we need to do to test it is to connect the power into the transformer. And nothing happens. It does say that it has power. Oh, there we go. Okay, lights coming on and into this nice little cozy cave. Yep. And the miners are going. And I think that, well, this should be enough to get 2 full lanes, 2 yellow lanes out. They do come out in a little bit of batches, but I think it should be fine. Maybe it'll just need to saturate a little bit. So there we go. They are coming up. That is excellent. So that was one thing done. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the xenoferrite, but there's no water there. So that's just going to be easier, but it also needs to be set up bigger. So let's just zoom over to that as we come up here and just see how it works up above ground. Above ground, it just comes up into an elevator and then goes out on these belts that will then be dragged all the way back to the xenoferrite or our future steel smelting facility. We have the next one. This is the xenoferrite. It's completely done. We have 2 lines up. We have a consolidation here into a box. Only thing we don't have is the power connection. So let's see, there to there. Let's see. See, the funny thing is, like, why? Then I panic and it doesn't work, and then it starts working. So it's just a little bit of lead time, and they're coming in. You can see all the little drones are deploying, and they're starting to come back, and we will start getting the first bit of xenoferrite in here. Whoo, that was good. So now we have xenoferrite, and now we have ignium. We have those available. We just need to go upstairs and figure out how to do a cool design with our newly made crushers and advanced smelters. Right. Well, my thought is that we are going to we need 2 lines out of here and 1 line out of here for each build. So what if we built a build that was somewhat like that? We'd have 3 lines in the middle. There, because that could be like a xenoferrite on either side, and then in the middle we could have the ignium. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Yep, that's stupid. So let's come up with another idea, because then it's going to be too much. I want to avoid sort of too much jumping over and under, but let's first see the result here. So we are going to get this one, and that is consuming 160. So I just need 2 of these to consume a full belt. Okay, that's not so bad. There. So that actually means 2 on this side as well, for example. That would be fine. And then, well, that was misplaced. And there, and there. And copy, paste, paste. Then I kind of think I need the... okay, we could also take this is xenoferrite and this is xenoferrite. Yes, and then one of these is going to be the ignium, and the other one will be the output. Yes. So the output of this will be 160. Yes. So I get 320 in. There. This is producing 40 outbound and 40 outbound, so it's going to be a total of 160 outbound. So now I need to smelt with my advanced smelter. This is kind of always the awkward part, that this one doesn't tell us how fast it actually smelts. So we're gonna have to do math. Let's see, it's over here. This one. So this is in an advanced smelter. It takes 4 seconds. So we multiply this by 15. I need 24 of these in total. So I need 12 of these. So that should be 6 on the other side. I think I'm gonna try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 5 there. And then on the other side, we'll do that as well. And then that should give us steel inbound. I think for good measure, I want to hook this up and just give it a shot. Let's see. This needs to be limited and limited. These will just be going in. Inbound, inbound, and here inbound, inbound. So that takes, and these will be working full. Then I'm gonna take, this doesn't work. Oh, this doesn't work on a, because there's too small. It didn't work because I can't, if I take this, okay, I'm gonna explain it. If I take this in and then this one out, then I can take this out, but then I can't get it in because I'm gonna need an extra belt. So we're gonna need to come up with a different idea for this. I think I've come up with a really good solution here. So the idea is this outer lane here will be the ignium, and then this the other one here on the backside will be the output. That will be the ignium ore blend ish, and the ignium ore blend will also go in here. Now I'm just mirroring it on either side. That is here. And that will go out, and then this will also be another line of ignium, which will then have to go above, but that's fine. And then these 4 lanes next to each other will all be coming from here. Wouldn't it be cool if I had just shifted the whole... Oh no! Oh, give me copy paste. I just need to take the whole damn thing and move it over so that it's nicely aligned with this. We know it. We know it has to happen, right? Alright, be back in a bit. As I was saying, I have come up with a good design, and it is perfectly aligned with the output box. Comes into a gigantic output box. Maybe we'll branch it over if something we find a way to mine faster or something, then we might want to get an extra build. But the idea is that we get from here, we get all of the xenoferrite, and then from here we get the ignium. The xenoferrite goes in here together with some ignium. So you can see this middle belt, the middle two belts go into the first two assemblers or crushers, and the next two go into the next two crushers. Then it comes out on the outside belt, and then because these are 3x3 versus these are 2x2, that actually fits that there are nice 2 lanes in the middle, which will be going out. And remember, all of this steel built here was actually only built so that we could test our the new construction or the new cargo ships. We just needed something, so I got a little bit sidetracked, and but you know, I mean, this is a nice, very, very nice build, and it might even work. You never know, it might even work. It works better if we set the recipe. That's one of those, you know, conditions. So copy, paste that one, and there. And are they working though? I'm not really seeing a lot of work, is it? Because I'm getting rubble in. I was supposed to crush this and then put it in here. So I forgot the crushing part. Ooh. So before we actually do this, we have to crush it from... Okay, yeah. I kind of missed a step. See, this is the rubble part, which is the normal one, but I'm using this ore blend. But I don't have the ore yet, so what I need is, first I need to crush it, and then I need to go in, crush it here. So we do need to set up some crushing before we actually go in here, which is a little bit of a shame because I already built this. So I'm gonna need to find a way to do that. So I've come up with another solution. It is not quite as clean, but it kind of works. So that is the fact that we are now building it below ground. So now we are actually coming in here and exporting the ore and not the rubble. That of course means that there's a little bit of cleanup up top, and then we can hook the whole thing up. But man, did that just add a lot of extra time to this one. I just couldn't figure out if I should build it before or after. But I've also done it for the ignium. The ignium is now coming in nice and clean as ignium ore, not anything else. And this sucks, but I have to delete all this. Come on, you can control. There we go. You can control click all of this out. And obviously we're going to be waiting until this empties the elevator. So once the elevator is empty, then we should start seeing only the good stuff coming out. And we still have all of this. Well, good thing we can still do all of this in the meantime. That was not quite there. So 1, 2 inbound, 1, 2 inbound, and the other one here is also let's in. Did we get the other ones? Yes, we did get the other ones. Everything else is done, and now we're starting to see the new stuff coming in. And let's see, go. Right. So now we have only the good stuff coming out, and it should be coming out at the right ratio, although it doesn't seem particularly fast. And there, and there. So that is now coming out. Hopefully it's at the same ratio. Let's have a look one more time. Final try. Well, is it the final try? Oh yeah, we also need this one out here, in here, there, and there. So that is coming in, and then please work. Please work. You have no idea how much time this took. There we go. It works. Stuff might be working, and we see the combined materials coming out. And I have built 24 of these, although I only needed 22 points. 22, but you know, 22 is a weird number. 24 is a nice number. Now, the next part we actually wanted was the whole point of this was that's a big building. That's a really big building. How the hell do we get things inbound? Well, plop it down. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a dude in there. It's a robot dude in there. Where do we have the input then? Over there. Cool. Let's try that. And that's not good. One of them is not working. One of them is not working. You're not working. Why are you not working? Ah, okay. Whew, good thing. It was not anything critical. So downslope. Alright, good. Let's get that into this box here. That's inbound, and let's get those two from here. There we go. They are now inbound, and then we should see if we can find... Where's the panel? Shouldn't there be a panel here somewhere? I thought it said like the panel would be in this corner. Found it. It was hiding over here. So now we can see ship cargo. Great. And then I can set a destination. Don't have a destination, but we'll set up a destination for this. And that just needs to fly back. So this will just replace our steel production back at home. It's not really super important to do this because we have adequate steel production. But I thought it would be nice to just be able to now have a external build and then bring it back home. So we're now back home at the start of the base here, and this is where we built the other part of it, the landing pad. Okay. I'll put that like this. These are gigantic. Are they a little bit too big? Maybe. And I've also built this line here. I have retired the input of xenoferrite, so all of this should be retired. Let's go over to this platform and see if we can set a name. Steel inbound. There. Incoming cargo. Nothing. Obviously because the other one needs to be set, but let's just get this one out here. Out. And get it somewhat the right direction here, and go up and into this line. And we can now also see that we have now retired all of this. This has stopped working, and all of the steel is working a little bit more, and there's also still the box here that's still full of goodies, but eventually this will be out. So let's go back and set the destination. Should have built this one first. So we're back. This is a cargo ship. I love the idea that it's something different from logistics drones. So set destination and steel inbound. Oh my god, there's no validation. Oh, there's no drop down menu. Are you kidding me? Inventory full. Okay, so we can set setup conditions when the inventory is full or time has passed. En route. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. We're gonna go rush back and see if we can reach it before it gets there, if we're faster. Turns out we are a little bit faster than the cargo ship, weirdly enough. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Not a lot faster though. It's basically just the time it takes to lift off and land. That is doing. Oh, also you can see the ship, the space station in the background. We couldn't see that at the end of last episode, but now we can see it. It has landed, and look at that nice stream of steel coming in. So this is basically what we can do in many different locations. We can now go out to a location and then just say, all right, let's make some steel or xenoferrite or technum or electronic circuits or whatever we want, and then bring it in. And that means also we can now replace all of this stuff here. All this gets retired. That's very nice to... That was a little bit careless, wasn't it? I don't think it was incorrect, but it felt a little bit haphazard to do this. There we go. And we have now gotten a lot of clean space, but that we really needed the clean space, or honestly that we needed this in and of itself. It's just that we wanted to see that we could do it, and steel was kind of a new recipe, advanced steel. So advanced steel was done. We played with elevators, we played with water leaks, and we got the transport ships, cargo ships, so absolutely amazing. Plus we have a lot of science going in the meantime, so that is going to be where we are going to pick up next time, is getting into this part, finding the tellucite. That's probably silicon, right? Because that's needed for here, this one here, for CPUs and assembly lines and good stuff, very much good stuff. And then we can work our way to the science pack. So I hope you are enjoying this series. Remember, I am streaming this on Twitch on Sunday. And I hope to see you there. It might be the last stream, and then I'm going to continue only on YouTube, but that's up to your feedback. So come by, drop by a feedback, and also let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see in the future. Until next time. Oh, right. By the way, I need to say this. If you want access to the save game so you can play yourself, that's for patron supporters. If you want to support the channel because you like what you see and you like to see more content and not seeing ads and stuff like that, then support the channel on Patreon. Thank you very much. And consider subscribing, liking, all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care and stay effective.